Hey guys, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. I hope you're having a great day. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. I'm at the office and it's been a great day. I've had so much going on, but it's always good to be able to transition from that thought of, oh my gosh, I'm so busy, to gratitude of having so many things to do. We're grateful that we have so much work to do because that actually creates stability in our company. It creates opportunity for us to learn more and to do more and to work with our team well. So I'm excited for the day. I hope you guys have had a great day. I want to jump on just a few minutes. If you will give me just a few minutes, I want to share some tips with you guys. I want to share some good healthy tips on sleeping. Now, I hear so many times people tell me they're so tired. I'm so tired. I wish I could just sleep a little better. I wish I could get some better sleep. I wish I could sleep longer. I wish I could carve out some time. So I really wanted to give you guys some healthy tips on sleep. So as you're jumping on, let me know if you're watching live. If you're watching live, you'll see a little red block in the top of your video that says live. And if you're watching the replay, put replay in the comments. I also want to know, how many hours of sleep do you get each night? Let me know how many hours of sleep you get. Some people are going to say 4. Some will say 6. I can personally say I get anywhere from 6 to 8, just depending on what I've got going on in the day and what time I have to wake up for work tomorrow. I've got to wake up super early. I've got to leave my house at 4 a.m. So I'm already thinking to myself, oh man, I got to get up and leave my house at 4 a.m. So what time do I have to get up in the morning to start getting ready? And then I can easily start to spiral like, oh, I'm not going to get any sleep. And I can immediately go home tonight and think I'm going to be so tired and put this mindset in my mind that I can't do it. When in reality, I'm sure I'm going to get plenty of sleep. So, Beth gets 8 hours of sleep. Rosalie gets 6. I want to know, do you guys feel like you sleep well? I personally sleep like a dead person. I tell people all the time when I drink my ketones, it literally gives me the most amazing benefit of sleep. I go to bed at night and in the mornings I wake up and I feel like I'm starting all over. Like I get the most restful sleep. Ricky is super jealous of that because he does not get that great sleep. Diane is working or sleeping 8 to 9 hours a night. That is great. So a lot of times you might have heard in your past that people say, if you get 5 to 6 hours of sleep, you're doing good. Guys, not really. 4 to 5 hours of sleep is really not that good. Look, Helen just said 4 hours. I'm so sorry, Helen. I want to make sure you guys get some great sleep. So let me just go over these tips. If you guys will give me just a minute, I want to make sure we know that really for great health, we want to make sure that we are trying our best to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You want 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single day, if at all possible. Now, I don't think I'm going to get that many tonight, but I am going to do all of these things that I'm going to share with you today. And these are routines and things that I do that I actually wanted to help you guys with so I can help make sure you get that great sleep. So we really want to strive for 7 to 9 hours. But really, it's not even quantity. Like Deborah just said, she gets 5 to 6 hours of sleep. Deborah, it's more about the quality of those 5 to 6 hours than it is quantity. You might be in the bed for 10 full hours, but are you getting really good quality rest and quality sleep? That's the question. Because if you're in the bed for 10 hours, you're probably on your phone. You're probably mind reeling of all the things you got to do the next day or what you feel like you failed in that day. So you might have been in the bed for 10 hours, but did you get any quality sleep? So we want to strive for 7 to 8 hours or 7 to 9 hours of sleep, but we really want quality. So these tips are really going to help you guys understand how to get or how to prep for quality sleep. Number 1 in our tips, and you can write these down if you want to, but we want to respect bedtime. I want to make sure that makes sense to you guys. We want to respect bedtime. A lot of times in my past, I did not do that. Even sometimes today, I don't do that. Like I will be running my candles at both ends until 9:30 at night. And I'm like, I've got to put my phone away. I've got to go to bed. And I'll just go to my bed and I might play with the puppies for a few minutes, but then I'm just trying to go to sleep. Have you guys ever had, I'd love to see a raised hand in the comments, raise your hand emoji. Have you ever been in the bed and you're like, why am I not sleeping? And you've done all the things, like I have counted the sheep, jumping the fence. Have you guys done that before? I would love to know if you're that person. Like I have done that before in my past because I just had so much on my mind And that does not help you get quality sleep. As a matter of fact, those counting the sheep didn't do nothing for me. I ended up falling asleep in prayer, and that's always a great thing for me. So we want to respect bedtime. What does that mean? To respect that bedtime, we really need a bedtime hour. Like, what time do you generally go to bed every day? Do you set an alarm clock for your bedtime? Do you actually have a schedule? Or do you just stay up all hours of the night playing games on your phone? Like, I really am curious. Do you have a routine? Because we need to respect our bedtime. And if we're respecting our bedtime, we have a schedule. Like, I try my best to be up in the bed, ready for bed by 10 p.m. every night. I wake up most every single morning at 6 a.m. So my bedtime is at 10. If I go to bed before then, that's okay. But my bedtime is 10 p.m. and my wake up time is between 6 and 6:30. So to respect your bedtime, what I recommend is that you have some type of routine. You might put an alarm on your phone 30 minutes before the bedtime. So if my bedtime's at 10 p.m., maybe I set an alarm on my phone at 9:30 just to remind myself, hey, it's time to get ready for bed. Because you don't want to just turn your phone off, throw your purse on the counter, take your shoes off, put some PJs on, and jump in the bed. Like, that's not going to help you foster good quality sleep. So we're fostering good quality sleep by respecting the bedtime. So some quick tips in that respecting the bedtime: make a routine. Maybe you do a little bit of yoga before bedtime, that 30 minutes before bedtime. Maybe you do some yoga. Maybe you read. I love to read. Do you guys read in bed? Like, that is a great thing to do, and it really fosters good quality sleep. So maybe you read. Maybe you do some yoga. Maybe you do some stretching. It doesn't have to be major, just stretching your body. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's skincare. Like, do you have a skincare regimen? And do you do that prior to bedtime, or do you just do it as soon as you get home? Like, if you have a routine and you're respecting your bedtime, you're fostering that atmosphere for good quality sleep. So for me, I do have my skincare. For me, I do have my prayer time. And for me, I also love snuggling with my puppy dog. Like, that is the last thing I do before I turn the lights off and the TV off, is I snuggle with the puppy dog. So what is your bedtime, and do you respect that time? So that's the number one tip, is creating some respect for your bedtime, maybe by creating a routine. So, like, it's almost that time, so let's get started with our routine so that you're fostering that good quality sleep. The next thing is light. Harsh light and really strong blue lights actually mess with our quality of sleep. So what I'm going to recommend you do, because I'm not going to tell you not to get on your phone, because I'm on my phone all hours of the day and night. But when I'm in my bed, I have it on bedtime mode or night mode. And it really pulls the light down on that camera, or the light down on that phone, to where it's a really, really dull light. It's not a bright light. Now, unfortunately, we can't do that with our TVs. And I love watching TV. That's one thing me and Ricky do. Before bed, we usually watch one episode of something that both of us really enjoy. And that's a part of our routine. Remember that respecting of the bedtime? So that's a part of our routine. We are calming down. We're really winding down by watching that TV show, by my skincare regimen, by my prayers, by the puppy squeezing, and then the lights are out. And I can generally go to sleep and have really good quality sleep. So light really does causes us to harbor on that good quality sleep. So I'm going to recommend on your phone, put the night mode on. Make sure your light's way down on that phone if you're on the phone in your bed. Okay. Number 3. So number 1, we've got respecting the bedtime, create you a routine, get in the creation of quality sleep. Number 2 was the harsh lights. Make sure you get the harsh lights down. Number 3, you got to wake up smart. Like, do you guys just wake up and immediately turn on the bright lights and you're like, oh, it's Thursday, let's do it again? Like, if you don't wake up smart, then you're starting your day off bad. But guess what else? You're also creating a routine every single day. After you wake up from good quality sleep, you should feel good, and you should actually have a smart way of waking up. So I'm going to tell you what I do. You can do a million different things, but I really want to make sure you guys do not turn on a bright light. Like, if your husband comes in and he's like, it's morning time, and turns on the bright light, your first thing you're going to do is this. You're like, oh my gosh, no, turn it off. Like, that does not create a good start to your day. So what I do every single morning, most of the time, I don't even wait on the alarm, because here comes my little puppy dog. Here comes little Frankie Sue, and she's pawing at my hand. or she'll paw at my head because she wants me to love her, or she wants me to raise up the blanket because what she does is crawl right up under me, little bits on my backside. Here's Frankie Sue around the front side, and I just pet her and I just love her. And then when my alarm goes off, I'll gently reach over and turn my little lamp on. It's a really light lamp. I'll turn my lamp on and we just look at each other and we talk to each other and we play with the toys in the bed before I start to move. So I wake up smart. I don't wake up with that bright light thinking, oh, it's Thursday. Let's start again. We got something else to do. We got business to do. We got too much to do. If you immediately start your days off that way, you are starting your day in a routine of chaos. So wake up smart. Another thing you can do is list your gratitudes. Like every single day, I'm so thankful that I woke up again. Like I'm thankful that I've got my puppy dogs to snuggle with. I'm thankful that my husband put that weighted blanket over me and kissed me on my forehead before he went to work. Like you should have a list of gratitudes in the morning. These are my recommendations for you to get that quality of sleep, but also wake up smart. So number 3 was wake up smart. Number 4, we want to reduce mental stress. Now that is easier said than done. It is so easy to say, reduce your stress, reduce your mental stress. But what can we do? What does that mean? For me, it's prayer and meditation. For me, it's listing my gratitudes. For me, before I go to bed, if I'm in a bad mood, I will do everything in my power to create that routine to get some quality sleep. So again, I never skip a day on my routines. Even when I'm traveling, I've got my face routine. I don't have the puppy dogs with me when I'm traveling, but I got my face routine. I've got the TV turned off by a certain time. I'm having my prayer time. So like you want to make sure you're waking up smart, but also reducing that mental stress. So that might be reading a good book. It may be putting your phone away. Sometimes your phone is what creates the mental stress, but reduce that mental stress before bed. And then the last thing is create a good sleeping environment. So this is not something that I was used to in the past because I've got a huge bedroom and I had this pile on the side of my dresser because I had so many clothes I didn't know what to do with. And I would walk into my bedroom and I'd see this pile of clothes and I'd be like, oh, I've got to do something with that. So if you walk into your bedroom or you walk through a path to your bedroom and you instantly start to think of all the things you haven't done or all the failures because you haven't done or all the chaos in that space, then you're not creating a good sleeping environment. So what I recommend is get you a good sleeping environment. Like, I don't know about you, but I love it when my husband, and I'm talking about my husband a lot because he does so many things for me, but I love it when he washes the sheets. Like when you get in the bed and it's all warm and it's got that wonderful smell of that fresh fragrance from the washing machine. I love it. Like, don't you love that? I think we should do that at least once a month just to get in that warm bed. I also love, love, love when my pillows and my covers are pulled all the way up to the top, like it's tucked in tight. So when I go in there, I have to pull it apart and climb in, and my puppy dogs are climbing in with me. Like, I love that. I love a good, clean, smelling sleeping environment. So these are just some tips, guys, for you to get some good quality sleep. I'm going to run through them one more time. We're looking for 7 to 9 hours every single night, but quality over quantity. So if you're getting 6, let's just make sure they're really quality sleeping hours and not long hours of just laying in the bed thinking of nothingness. We want to have respect for our bedtime. So creating a routine that's going to help you foster a good quality sleep. So that routine could be prayer, it could be meditation, it could be stretching, it could be yoga, it could be reading your book. It could be a lot of different things, but a routine that you do every single night prior to your bedtime. And what is that time? That's the question. Do you have a bedtime, or you just stay up all hours of the night playing games and gambling and reading and like all kinds of crazy stuff? I know after hours, a lot of people get on their phones, and that's where they'll get into what we call the social media vortex. Like they'll just start looking at stuff, and next thing you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and they're still on their phone. And I'm like, oh, guys, we need good quality sleep. So create that routine so you know 30 minutes before bedtime. My bedtime's at 10. I better start my routine at 9:30. Let's get ready. Let's get that quality sleep. The light, make sure you don't have harsh lights. We also talked about waking up smart, making sure you wake up smart. You're not waking up that bright, harsh light and dread for the day. We're waking up with gratitudes. We're waking up with a routine, just like we did when we went to bed. We got a good routine in the mornings. And then reducing mental stress. So think about how you're going to do that, whether it's reading, whether it's praying, but reduce mental stress. In other words, take the stress away at least 30 minutes before bedtime. So if that's your phone, put it away. If that's work, put it away. If it's fighting, put the situation away. You got to get ready to foster that good sleep. One thing I did forget earlier is disturbing foods and drinks. Like, we really shouldn't drink caffeine up to 3 hours before bedtime. And if you eat a big carb meal before bedtime, your brain is wired, because the sugar, the carbs spike your insulin levels all throughout the day. So if you're eating a big carb heavy meal before bedtime, then you're not going to get good quality sleep, because your insulin is spiking and your brain is saying, more, I need more, I need more. And your brain's just thinking about sugar. And then the last thing was creating a good sleeping environment, an environment that's cozy, that's warm, that's inviting. And those are it. So guys, I hope you got some great tips today. I would love to know if you have any more. If you do, put them in the comments. If you caught me live, say live. I saw it live. And if you're watching the replay, I'd love to know who's watching the replay. And guys, I'm gonna jump off here and get back to work. So y'all have a great one. Bye.